is in need of a second date update this morning, and we're going to try to assist. Hi, Holly.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Happy to do it. How'd you meet Cole? I don't think I know any Cole. You guys know a Cole? That's a unique name.
I do. Yeah, the guy that used to work here that shot his eye out with a firework.
Oh, that Cole.
That guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know one too. A friend I went to high school with, her son's name was Cole, but I really like the name.
Now, did Cole have both eyes, or is it a different guy?
He had both eyes.
Good.
He's not fireworks Cole.
Yeah.
He's not. No.
How did you meet Cole?
We met on Hinge. So we just, went on a date and, had dinner, drank wine. We talked a lot. Yeah, he was a really sweet guy.
So the date went well. I assume you have a lot in common. You felt chemistry with him and attraction.
Yeah, definitely all of that. I guess I've just been dating a lot, and there's been a few guys that I've met that I've really liked, but they all ghosted me. But Cole, I was thinking, I don't know, it was something special, and so I decided to make an exception and take him home with me. And yeah, unfortunately, he still left awkwardly. So I don't know. I'm here for your guys' help.
So you feel like there's a pattern here.
Yeah.
Now, typically when you get
I'm starting to think
ghosted,
there's something wrong with me.
right? But I think we've all been ghosted, and a lot of the time you just know you're going to get ghosted because you're not feeling chemistry either necessarily. So that it may not be a big surprise. Yeah, we just weren't feeling it. But in this particular case, you really felt it with Nicole. I'm sorry, Cole. Jeez, you really felt it with Cole.
Yeah.
But he still ghosted you.
Yeah. So I invited him to come home with me, and he seemed surprised, but he was super willing. And I guess I was kind of thinking that since physically it didn't happen with the other guys, that maybe that was the missing piece. So we had
so
a
you
really
thought
good
these
night.
other guys were ghosting you because you weren't, quote, putting out, so to speak?
I thought maybe it was a possibility.
I see.
And I had such a good time with Cole that I figured, okay, let me move forward with this.
Oh.
So I thought everything really went really well. I definitely felt the connection and attraction. But he left by saying, gotta go home and let the dog out. I know he has a dog, but I don't know. It just, I'm feeling a little raw. He kissed me goodbye and everything, and he said he'd call me later, but he didn't.
Now,
and I texted him.
did you really want to sleep with him, or did you just sleep with him because you were afraid he wasn't going to call you back if you didn't?
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, there's that element to it, but I really did have a connection with him. I was just hoping.
Because I would hate for you to go and do that just, to try to get a guy to call you back.
Has that happened to you before where you hooked up with somebody and then they just ghosted you? So you decided to just sleep with Cole?
Well, not exactly. I mean, yes, I suppose that's part of it, but I do really feel it wasn't just that. It played a part for sure. Yeah.
So you think there might be something else at play?
Yeah, it just, I don't know. There were no red flags for me.
Okay.
There were none.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll call Cole and see what he really thought of Holly and his date with her and what was going through his mind when he said goodbye to her, when he left her place. As second date update continues. So Holly met Cole on Hinge. She's been dating a lot lately, and this is not the first time she's been ghosted, and she's beginning to think there might be a pattern here. She just hasn't been able to put her finger on why. And these men who ghosted her, she did not sleep with. I assume you felt a connection with them and you didn't want to jump the gun and move too fast.
I didn't want to rush things.
Yeah, and I can see how that would lead one to believe, hey, I wonder if that fact that I'm opting not to sleep with them has anything to do with the fact that I'm getting ghosted. So when she goes on a date with Cole, senses a mutual attraction, thinks there might be a real connection there, decides to switch it up and hook up with him. Then he ghosts her. So what's going on?
This is the hardest part of dating because you really don't ever know what to do in this situation. You want to sleep with them, but then when you do, are they going to think you're easy and never call you again? And then the next time you don't sleep with them and then they don't call you again, you're like, should I sleep with them? I don't know what to do.
Now, when I was dating, I was pretty clear about the fact that I'm easy. But Holly, on the other hand, just wants to know if there's something else about her that's, I don't know, somehow repelling men or causing them to ghost her, and she can't figure out what it is. So we're gonna call Cole, see what he thought of Holly, and if there's any chance of them getting together again.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Cole, please?
This is he.
Hi, it's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and Jen.
How are you, man?
I'm good. Why are you calling me?
You know, we spoke with a friend of yours who sounds very nice. Her name is Holly. I guess you two went on a date recently, and she was telling us what a nice guy you are. And evidently, you had spent a little quality time at her place after your date. And I don't know, we just had to meet you.
Oh, okay. So she wants to know why I haven't called her then.
Well, that did come up.
Yeah, she's curious.
Have you just been busy?
I can talk about it, but I don't think she's gonna really like it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here's the thing. This is not the first time she's been ghosted, and she's beginning to think there might be a pattern. There might be something about her personally that's causing these men like you to ghost her. And
well, it's not like her as a person.
Then if it's not her as a person, what is it?
There was something that kind of freaked me out. And first, I just want to say she was great, honestly. Like, I really liked her, and I had a really good time with her. And I really wasn't expecting to end up at her place. You know, like, yeah, that's kind of the goal when you're meeting with somebody, but, like, only if it really works out. And I felt like we were headed in that direction. I thought there was a really good vibe there. So everything felt like it was going really well. It was a great night, and she was fantastic.
Okay.
So when I did go over to her place and I was downtown.
Oh, we're going there?
All of her hair, came off in my mouth.
Oh, God.
Came off?
How?
I'm still trying to put it together, honestly, because I don't understand. Like, I've never experienced anything like that.
Was it a merkin?
What's that?
Was it a merkin?
What's a merkin?
It's like a wig for down there.
What?
Oh.
Is that a real thing?
I have
It is.
never heard of that.
Did you just Google that?
I did to make sure that I had the name right.
Okay, yeah.
I've heard
How
of it.
do you know about merkins?
Because I pay attention to people. I am an observer of the social things.
Why would somebody want fake hair down there if they can't grow their own?
Is that what it was? I mean, was it a wig or were you was hair literally falling out?
So it was dark, right? And I honestly couldn't tell. All I knew was that it was there, and then it was in my mouth, and I was like, that's it. That's the limit. That's where I gotta go. So yeah, I just didn't know what to do.
All right.
So I just made an excuse. I was like, I got to get home. I got to take care of the dog, and I
And you bailed.
rushed out of there, and I haven't really known how to follow up with that.
Do you actually have a dog, Cole?
Yes, I do. I have a dog. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Holly?
And now I know. Oh my God. I'm dead.
Do you have a shedding issue?
No. God, this is horrifying. I could explain.
Oh,
You can explain this?
I was thinking the same thing.
So I've had laser hair removal down there, and I totally regret it. Wish I hadn't. And so, when I read his profile, he said that he likes natural women. And I wasn't sure if he meant, just makeup or whatnot.
But you thought he might mean natural as in natural women that don't shave and
Fully grown out?
Yeah, and I I happen to have a few of these kitty carpets laying around, so I figured I would just pop one on.
You had what laying around?
Wait, you're a little muffled. I'm having a hard time hearing you. You got what?
Muff.
Behave.
Well, she is.
Little play on words over there, Jeffrey.
Was that intentional? Because it was great.
Well, could you make out what she was saying?
Yeah, she was definitely muffled.
So I had a few of these kitty carpets lying around.
Kitty carpet.
For such,
Is that a brand name for Merkins?
She's looking at me. I have no idea.
I'm Googling that now. Kitty carpet.
The only thing I looked up was why would you wear one? And the definition from the history books is that back in the good old days of prostitutes, they would shave to make sure they didn't get bugs and lice and things. And then they would put the merkin back on top to, cover up their bits.
It does say that. Kitty carpet reusable downstairs merkin toupee.
Look
so it's
at that.
a brand of a merkin.
How about that? How many stars does the kitty carpet get?
It's got 4.4 over here, girl.
So
on
it's obvious.
Amazon.
You've got a good one.
They're only $9.99.
So is it like a stick-on mustache?
Correct. Would you like to
Kinda.
see video of how it works? I have one.
Otherwise known as a pubic toupee.
Okay, I don't know if it's playing, but can you see the pictures
I see the picture.
at the bottom? So that's what works. And you just peel the self-adhesive off and stick it on there.
Wow, that one actually has handlebars.
Yeah, like a handlebar mustache. I don't know why the video. I'll have to hit YouTube for you there, Jeff.
That's okay.
You get the gist.
All right.
So Cole.
What did you mean when you said natural?
First of all, this is amazing. Like, this is hilarious. A pubic toupee was just not in the realm of
I've never even heard of it until now.
No, that was not one of the solutions that popped to mind. And I was,
Which is why I'm a little surprised that the guy in the room who plays for the other team would even know that.
Well, I imagine dudes wear them too.
I've never met someone that has worn a merkin, period.
They do. Dudes do wear them. It's in the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
We
just
got video.
It's just an odd thing that makes me chuckle, and I remember it from years ago.
So this is what I meant by a natural woman is just not just tons of makeup, kind of plasticky, fake Kardashian looking. I just love natural beauty. That, that's all I mean. It's just I don't need somebody to put on a bunch of airs and, be somebody that they're not. That's just what I meant.
Or hairs.
But
how do you feel about body hair?
that's fine. That's the thing. If you want to have body hair, totally fine. If you prefer not to, also totally fine. But, it's I think the problem for me is when the body hair comes out inside of my mouth.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm so embarrassed.
Have you used this before, Holly? Because you were asking if there was a pattern.
I only ever used it once before.
Well, it sounds like the adhesive isn't real strong.
Yeah, get your
my
money
best
back
route.
Get your
on
money
that one. But Holly, first of all, I'm sorry that I, was kind of short when I left. I just genuinely didn't know how to handle that situation. So I'm really sorry about kind of how I
Well, yeah,
reacted.
how do you even have that conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I would have
it. I
ghosted
didn't-
too, for sure.
I didn't know how private it was. If it was, frankly, a medical thing. I didn't know what to.
Right. You didn't know what was
I
going
feel like
on.
we got to give him credit for having couth, because if that happened to me with a dude, I don't think I'd be as cool as being like, I got to go let the dog out. You know what I mean?
You would have been like, what the
I'd
bleep
have
is...
a bigger reaction, like, what the is this?
Yeah, and I also think Holly is taking this in stride now that
sure
this
is.
is
Yeah.
being broadcast and is out there. So if there's any chance either of you would be open to a second date, Cole,
I
We'll
would
pay
love
for
to.
it.
I mean, this is kind of an amazing first date story. Like I said, I loved spending time with you, and I had an amazing night, and I would love to do it again.
Cool.
just maybe leave the toupee in the drawer.
Merkin stays home.
Yeah.
I
No
could-
more
I could
Merkin.
do that.
Hashtag no more Merkin.
Kitty carpet's got to go.
Let it go, yes. Well, I would enjoy that once I get over some humiliation. Yes.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
So funny.
Wear a cat t-shirt on this date, though, just for fun.
Oh, my God. All right, guys, we'll set it up with Holly. Cole, you'll be hearing from her. We really appreciate you coming on the
Thanks.
show and having this one of the weirdest conversations we've ever had on Second Date Update.
Yeah, well, thank you. This has been great.
And
Thanks,
Holly,
guys.
you hang on.
Thank you. Just such a outcome I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, same.
I didn't see that one coming.
No, but I'm glad it worked out. So you hang on.
Okay.